Hey everybody, my name is Old School Nerd. Welcome into the channel. Today we are going to be doing something that you guys requested. Again, as you guys know, we did a live stream. We do a live stream every Sunday. We alternate it morning, afternoon to give everyone a chance to come in. We do super chats, we do requests. Everyone that does requests, we play games, we laugh, we joke around. But I always tell everyone the top 10 super chat requests have to be done before the next live stream. So let's talk about number 10 on our list, the last one for the week. It comes from Magnet Hero. Magnet Hero goes Tomb of the Unknown Soldier by the Raven Age. There's no music video, it's just the music. But if you like this, I have another song that is also a drum cam. Interesting. Now, I don't know what it is about this week, everyone doing song requests that have a military meaning for me. Some of y'all did an a cappella one of Brothers in Arms, which made me cry because it reminded me of my father. This one, I don't know if it actually refers to the actual Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, or if it's just a story about a tomb of an unknown soldier. Either way, it's probably going to be pretty cool. For those who don't know, if you're American and you don't know what the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier is, Google that shit. If you come from other countries, almost every country on the planet has some sort of memorial for men and women who have died in the line of service in the military, where they either go missing or they're unknown. Sometimes in battles like World War I, World War II, Vietnam, the Korean War, and other conflicts, sometimes the bodies of soldiers cannot be identified. And if they can't be identified, we don't know who they are. In the United States, we actually have a tomb that houses multiple remains of soldiers that remain unknown. But those unknown soldiers, actually, all U.S. soldiers that die in combat, and if they're recovered and their remains are identified, have places of honor in military cemeteries around the country. And all of their tombstones are pretty much identical. And they all have the same font, and it's all done meticulously to honor their sacrifice. However, the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier is unique because it's the only tomb, military tomb, that is guarded 24/7 by the most meticulously groomed, highly trained, specialized soldiers in our military, not for their combat prowess, but for their perfection of movement, the perfection of how they maintain the honor of what they do. And if you've ever seen rather than me talk about it, you need to experience it. Either go to Arlington National Cemetery or just check out some of the mini videos on YouTube that talk about the guards of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. So even though these soldiers are unknown, the level of honor that the military gives them is unreal. Literally, these unknown soldiers and their tomb have literally been guarded for decades. Decades. 24/7, 365. I'm not sure if at any time the guards were not out marching. There may have been a few times with hurricanes or something of that nature where the safety of the guard was in jeopardy. But other than that, I think they never stop. It's 24/7. It's amazing to see. So I don't know if this song is about that, but if it is, that's pretty damn cool. So this is the Raven Age. I've never heard a song by them. This is a completely new reaction, new band. This comes from Magnet Hero. So we're going to check this out. Welcome to the channel. Like and subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. The link to this song will be in the description below. Check them out. Please go to oldschoolnerd.com. It's got all of our social media. It's got the Patreon page for those who want to help support the channel. And we always thank you very much for that support. And also the merchandise store. It's how it is. Thank you all for coming in. Let's check this out. This is the Raven Age, Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. That was like Deathlock bat metal. Just that was okay. Let's roll it back. We didn't make it 3 seconds. Let's try to do better. Wow. That is a hell of a groove. The words punch you in the face. It talks about service, sacrifice, honor, glory, all the things that you expect of a soldier, and it's like just any other soldier, but ultimate sacrifice. All the and look, the lead singer has this passion in his voice that just makes you go, I believe everything he's saying, because it's just a passion in it. Drumming, rhythm section, bass player, the hooks on the guitars, everything is right on the nuggets, like Jack Black likes to say. It's right on the nuggets. That's intense. Would love to see this live. Just saying. Take away this armor, I can't reveal. I am the hero made of flesh and blood, which can be spilled. These wounds replace the canvas of innocence. A masquerade to display strength when all your weaknesses transcends. The hearts of great men are we forsaken. Is everything we've sacrificed now gone? Wow. No, but you got a soldier lost. Oh, that was smooth. That's a smooth transition. Nice. Ooh. We're just gonna go a different direction altogether. That's nice. I like this. This is nice. I've been getting a lot of really good musically adept bands lately. Layered, Torrential Rain, The Raven Age is one of them. There's a few other ones, but the musicianship is really high and there's a lot of segues and change-ups. I love that. Love that stuff. It's gonna drop. You hear that part where he's but at the beginning of the drive, at the beginning of the solo, he wasn't just doing a rolling bass kick on the quarter notes. He was doing something along the lines of there were breaks and a syncopation with the bass player to give kind of a groove even during the guitar solo. It was it was a little bit more. One thing that I look for when I'm listening to this type of power metal, because that's what it to me, it's power metal. It may not be power metal to you guys, but when I'm thinking about this intricate layered power metal where you have guitars that are phrasing together to tell this elaborate tale that has a lot of power in it. But then you also, instead of having just that classic metal, and then the bass players, instead of just pushing through a song like that, they allow the rhythm section to be more dynamic, to put in phrasing of their own. So you're layering this arrangement. And anytime you have a band that's layering an arrangement, whether it's a super popular band, like, you know, like an Amaranthe, or, you know, you're talking like Ginger does it. Ginger does it a lot. That's their whole spiel, is that they layer that syncopation and that groove into there. And bands like Torrential Rain that we just checked out the other day, this band here, the Raven Age, there's so many bands now that are not taking metal for granted. Ooh, that's a good way to say it. They don't take metal for granted, where they're, okay, we're just going to be hard, we're going to be loud, and we're going to be fast. Okay, yeah, that was your grandfather's metal back in the 80s and the 70s when metal first started. Yeah, it was a lot of that. That arena metal that everyone just, like, it was slow and everyone just expected it to be power chords and push through. And that's cool. That was great. I know, I grew up on it. But bands now are saying, what's the next step up? What is the next level? What do we have to do to metal to make it relevant? And to make it relevant, you have to make it evolve. And I love seeing bands that make sure that their sound is not complacent. It takes that next step forward. Even though the story is a classic story of bravery, sacrifice, and honor, we're going to take it and we're going to make it our own. And I love how bands in metal nowadays, to see something intricate, layered, and the arrangement to be very complex is the norm. Excited clap. What can I say? I dig it. Something's going to happen here. I knew something was going to happen there because they've been so dynamic the whole song. There was no way that they were just going to end that guitar solo after doing a run, just a straight quarter note run on that drum and that bass, to just suddenly just, duh. It wasn't going to be just a done and then back into a reprisal chorus. It had to be something. If your entire pre-verse, verse, chorus into the bridge is all dynamic layering, you know they're going to go someplace with it that has to have a tag. I love metal bands that do hooks and tags and grooves because they're, like I said, they're dynamic, because metal evolves. It has to. They were doing the syncopated, now they're into this drive. Picking it up, watch. There it is. So good. It's good. You hear that? If you're in the military, you know that sound. When he's going into that snare part right here. Okay, this whole song, if you go back from the beginning, and if you're a drummer, and I'm talking to you, Dario, and I'm talking to some of you other ones who have talked to me about this stuff, if you're a drummer, you'll know automatically that the drummer's arrangement and the writing for the drummer, he doesn't go back and play anything twice. It's a progression. He's telling a story. This is what I love about metal music now. When we were all kids, your bass player and your drummer, and if you had a rhythm guitarist, their whole idea was to support the song, be the driving force of the song, and then your lead guitarist and your singer told a story. Nowadays in metal, I'm seeing a lot of bands where every member of the band, every instrument of the band will tell their own story, whether it be the bass line or the arrangement of the drums the rhythm guitar and the lead guitar phrasing together and building a story. Even though you're not speaking words, through the psychology of storytelling, you have a preamble, something that raises the tale, a lull in the tale, a crescendo, a climax of a story, and then an ending. That's musical theory. You see it a lot when you're dealing with a singer or a lead guitarist pushing a melody as a storyteller. But as a drummer, percussionist, I love to see all bands. And Raven Age is obviously one of those where even the drummer is telling a story. If you go back and listen to this, I challenge you guys to go to the link of this video and enjoy this video 4 times in a row. And every time you listen to this song, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to old school nerd this shit. You're going to listen to it first, listen to just the drums. Tune everything out but the drums. If you let the bass player sink in to kind of give the dynamic, go ahead. Then on the next one, listen for the bass player. Then on the third time, listen to just the guitars, how they phrase, work together, even in the solo and out of the solo. Then on the 4th time you listen to the song, listen to the tale the singer is telling. And you'll realize what I do when I react to these videos. I'm listening to all the different parts and how they correlate. This time, for some reason, through the listening of this, I cannot stop listening to this drummer because he has drummed a different beat, syncopation, arrangement, roll throughout the entire song. And now into this part, he's doing what's referred to, it's not the science, there is no scientific word for this, but it's a militaristic, it's a very old arrangement of drumming that is used in marching bands, military processions, going back however long. Listen for it. He's playing a classic military marching rhythm. I want you to listen for it and realize that this whole entire story he's told, he goes back to something that's really, really old in rhythm, the traditional marching cadence. Ready? Listen for it. I'll point it out. This right here. This is a classic cadence. He's still playing it, but now he's playing it with the whole set. It's still the same cadence. And it's a breakdown, so it's great. Building into it. Wow. Damn, Magnet, that was a good suggestion. That was a great suggestion. Okay, the song itself, The Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, the vocals, I can hear a lot of it and I was listening to all the words. Great storytelling. But this song is a good example of a band that I've never heard of. But the song itself is something that I gravitate to a lot, and I have all my life. There are songs, okay? And I'm going to give you a prime example, and you're going to hate this example, but let's be honest, it's really kind of true. There are songs that when you hear them, there's nothing really special about them. There's nothing that is particularly hard about the song or musically arranged a certain way, but there are songs throughout musical history, and let's go back to the early 80s, because that's when, you know, a lot of us remember music. Let's talk about certain songs that, even though you may not like the band or the song now, you may not, but there are certain songs that just amp you up. There are certain songs that are epics. There are certain songs that when you hear them, there's something in the rhythm that builds an energy within you that becomes an anthem. We all know those songs. Tom Sawyer from Rush is one of those songs. It's just one of those songs that when you hear it, it amps you up. Here's another one, and this is so weird. Do you remember Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi? It's a total hair metal girl song. You swear to God they wrote that song to get girls in the stadium. But there was something about the way they built it, and they sung about a common man and then building up and then this push off to the chorus. Another example of that, God, I don't want to say this one. The song Higher by Creed. For all the things that you don't like about Creed or Nickelback or whatever, here's another one. How many songs from Three Doors Down, Breaking Benjamin? There's a lot of songs out there that are iconic because they are literally designed in the storytelling, that as the story develops, it builds up something in you where you're like, you don't know why you're hyped up about this song. Good arrangement is everything in music. Yes, you could be an amazing musician, but if you don't have great arrangement and a storytelling design, it never goes anywhere. Some of the best songs that are so iconic to all of us could be a very simple song, but it's a song that everybody knows. Okay, here's a classic example. If you go anywhere and you play Photograph by Def Leppard, how many people are going to immediately start jamming to it? Not many. But do the first 5 measures and intro of Pour Some Sugar on Me, your grandmother is rocking out and you don't know why. She doesn't know why. It's just iconic. I'm not saying Raven Age is iconic, but the arrangement of this song is the kind of arrangement that if you get the right songwriting, the right words, the right message, the layering and the building of the storytelling could result in an iconic, lasting song. Iron Man is not the greatest song Black Sabbath ever put out. Some people say it's Paranoid. Some people say it's War Pigs. But if you start a song, the hook of Creeping Death by Metallica, everyone has heard that hook. Most people can't tell you that it's from Creeping Death, but it's iconic. So when bands like this band here, Raven Age, do things, and the way they're phrasing their drumming and their stuff, they get one song, one message, one hook, one arrangement, an iconic riff that catches imaginations, and you've got The Beautiful People by Marilyn Manson. You have Time of Our Lives by Green Day. Here's an example. How many people have heard the song Legendary? You ever heard the song Legendary by Welshly Arms? You may or may not have. I can promise you've probably heard it or seen it on a sports show. You know how I know that? They've played it at the Super Bowl 3 times in a row. But how many people know that a little band from Middle America called Welshly Arms? I've seen them live. They're really good. The lead singer, amazing. It's a short little guy with a big beard, long hair, and he wails on his guitar. And his 2 backup singers, it's an African-American man and woman. She belts. It's so good. Amazing hooks, bass line, drums, the keyboard. Everything about Welshly Arms is dynamic and amazing. You've never heard of them, but you've heard their song Legendary. I promise you have, if you've ever turned on a TV and watched a major sporting event, because their song is iconic. That's what I'm saying. I love this song because the arrangement and the musicianship is telling a story on every single level. Any band like the Raven Age, Welshly Arms, Torrential Rain, any of the bands that I've reacted to that you've never heard of, it just takes one spark of inspiration, one good arrangement, and any of these bands could tell a message that reaches the world and you may never even know who it is. You think I'm joking? Watch this. Go into the search bar right after this and type in legendary and then put a space and type in Welshly, WELSHLY, I think, and then ARMS, ARMS. You'll see the video, you'll see the band, play it, and all of a sudden when you get to the chorus you're gonna be like, I've heard this song like at the Super Bowl, I've heard this song at the Final Four, I've heard this song in the World Cup, I've heard this song everywhere. I had no idea it was this band. I'm telling you guys, I don't care how big of a band you are. It just takes one moment, one idea, one inspiration. Your whole world can change. This band is legit. They know how to tell a story. I love this song. It's now on my playlist, and I've never heard of this band before. Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. My name is Old School Nerd. Yes, I am old, but you're never too old to discover something amazing. And to me, this was amazing. Yep. Look it up. I'm telling you, Welshly Arms. The song is called Legendary. You search that on YouTube, and you're going to realize that a band you've never heard of has been playing a song for 5 years that everybody has heard at least once. It's a true story.